Hey Parkland High School, my name is Daniel Duff, and I am a survivor of the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School on February 14th, 2018. My cousins Collin and Kyleigh Duff, who both attend your school, are selling wristbands that say Parkland for Parkland as a fundraiser for my school. On that Valentine's Day, 17 people were killed, 7 of those people being my friends. No one should ever have to experience what 3,000 of my peers and I did. No one should ever have to sit in a closet without their phone to tell people that they were okay, feeling completely helpless as they could hear the shots that killed and injured so many of their classmates like I did. February 14th started out like any other day. It was my dad's birthday, so we celebrated before school. When I got there, everyone looked unusually happy. Every couple was together, students were walking around with balloons and chocolates. I clearly remember seeing a smile on almost everyone's face. I couldn't even imagine what my life would be like 7 hours from then. Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School is on block scheduling, meaning that we have an A day and a B day. We have 4 periods a day, each class lasting 90 minutes long. That day was an A day. If it had been a B day, I would have been in the 1200 building where the attacks took place, and there would have been a chance that I would not have been here talking to you now. We had a fire drill in 2nd period. After that, I ate lunch, went to 3rd period, and then to 4th. My 4th period is drama, and we happened to be working on the spring musical, which I was playing the music for. The 2nd fire drill rang, and everyone was pretty annoyed because we had already had one that day, so we grudgingly went outside. Just as I was getting out of my seat, I heard a loud bang, and a man yelling to go back inside. The ones that had already went outside ran back in, and we all took refuge in a back closet. Fortunately, the room was very large, but 75 kids in a closed space can heat up a room quickly. My teacher took attendance while kids were hyperventilating, and others were trying to calm down their peers. I used my friend's phone to text my mom that there's a shooting, but I'm going to be okay. The next 2 hours were a blur of kids crying and loud bangs outside the classroom door. Finally, we heard glass shatter outside and a voice yelling, "This is the SWAT team, we are coming in." The next thing I knew, I was running through the halls of a crime scene that used to just be my school, with my hands in the air while being aimed at by helicopters and the SWAT team. We had a break from school lasting about 3 weeks. I had stayed relatively strong throughout the break, so the only thing I could do was be there for my friends who weren't. Lots of Parkland citizens and I went on a trip to our state capital in Tallahassee. There, we talked to state senators and representatives about gun laws and what we can do to help students feel safe at their schools. Going back to school was tough. The Sunday before we went back, our principal held an orientation-type gathering where we could walk around the school and retrieve any of the personal belongings we may have left there. I got my phone back, which I left at the school. I opened it to some 300 texts from people asking me if I was okay that I could not respond to. We returned that Wednesday, and the entire time all of the students were hugging and were generally excited to see their fellow survivor. 2nd day back was terrible. In every class I had, there were multiple people in tears. The overall mood that day was extremely solemn, and it will always be in my memory. Now, we are somewhat getting back into a routine and doing minimal work. The recovery is very difficult, but even more so. The feeling of helplessness and guilt I was feeling during those 2 hours were the worst feelings I've ever felt. This is why I joined the #NeverAgain movement as soon as I possibly could. The Never Again movement is completely student-run, and we have accomplished a lot so far, including an extremely strong media presence and a march called March for Our Lives that is taking place in lots of major cities and Washington, D.C. on March 24th. Everyone has a way of coping with loss, and I think a great way to do that is to take a stand and have a voice for those who don't have one. Common sense gun control laws need to be acted on, and everybody can help. How many more mass shootings does it have to take for real change? Parkland High School, you can help. We encourage everyone who is of age to pre-register to vote. Also, you can show your support by going to our March on Washington, or even find a march near you. Every person counts. The time for change is long overdue. We are the generation that will create a better and safer future for our students. Thank you, and remember, be positive, be passionate, and be proud to be an Eagle. We are MSD Strong.